boyfriend was wrongfully towed from our complex. I got revenge. So you're the person that actually won against a towing company. I thought you were a myth. Spitting on someone is assault. The cops should have been called immediately. Not to mention refusal to turn over a vehicle that has been illegally towed counts as grand theft in many jurisdictions. Did the check cover the "they spit at me" charge? Being a Karen is throwing a fit over getting 2 ketchup packets instead of 3. What you did was completely warranted, and I hope it all works out. I also once had a car towed from a lot because they assumed I shouldn't be there, and when I had proof I attended one of the businesses there, they said, "Oh well." Then went to pick it up and found the card had been rifled through, and went to the counter to complain and got threatened. So I left, and then the next night I went to a hardware store and bought a box of battery acid. Drove to the tow truck lot. Set the box on top of their winch and cut it with a knife. So for whatever coins or what else they stole from my car, they got to replace an industrial winch. My mom always taught me that sometimes you have to be a real BTCH to get things done. I can testify that this is correct. Always be very careful to pick your battles. You did. And bravo to you. Back in the 90s, the largest towing company with city-county contracts in Florida got busted towing legally parked cars and holding them for days before notifying anyone they had them. I reported mine stolen. Took them a week for them to tell the cops. Assholes. I once got wrongfully towed. I asked them nicely to give me my car back. And they said that they'd win an argument over this with me in court and that they had a good lawyer on retainer. So I paid it with my credit card. And then contacted my credit card company and disputed it with my evidence, and I won. I got my money back. In college, a friend of a friend's car was being towed for when it shouldn't have been. I guess there was some law about how hooked up raised the car needed to be. They managed to catch the guy as he was mid-setting things up, and he apparently had an air of not my circus today when dealing with the college students that were pointing out how it was wrong and let the car down. I've known people who have been forced to watch their car be set up towed away, so I think we were surprised this driver just let it go. My wife's car got towed from our HOA. I became the HOA president and made them refund her fee. Damn, that felt good. Sweet revenge, they deserved it though. People like that don't care unless you hurt them in the wallet. Good job. That's called predatory towing. Happened to me too, except I didn't get the money back. Good on you. That's not revenge, that's justice. I want a full refund for the 2. I want all damages fixed. And I want to punch the guy who spit on me in the face really fucking hard. While y'all hold him still. If you think that is a myth, you should see what my neighbor got done to the tow company. They were trespassed from his property. Charged with vehicle damages. Theft of vehicle. Damage to locking mechanism fence. Injury to 2 dogs. They had to fix the car. Bring it back. Sign the trespass order at the property gate with the deputy and hand a money order over at the same time. Word got around, and now not a single tow truck from any company will come into our little neighborhood even when called to take a dead vehicle to a mechanic. My neighbor has a tow truck and absolutely speeds through the neighborhood in his big-ass tow truck. Blows through stop signs and everything. I guess being an asshole is a prerequisite for the job. I once stayed the night at a friend's apartment complex, and I was like, do I need to park in a specific spot or worry about towing, and she said no, they don't tow here. The next morning I walked to my truck and it was missing, and so I called her and was like, remember when you said I wouldn't get towed? She felt really bad and called the tow company, and apparently I was towed on accident and they returned my truck like an hour later. I laugh about it every now and then. Not really revenge so much as karma kicking ass. Nice to see someone winning against a towing company. Also, it's probably auto theft by the tow driver. That's not revenge, that's justice. Op, you dropped this crown, you weren't a Karen and your mum taught you well, fuck the scummy tow folk. Sometimes you gotta bring the badass bitch to reparty, hell yeah, you are magical. My car was cleaned out of all valuables by the tow company that took my car after I was hit head-on by a driver with a mechanical issue that sent them into my lane. My side windows were smashed and my car was not able to be secured. Tools, money and other belongings were removed. I tried going through both insurance companies and eventually my only resolution was to file a report with the state police to document what I experienced with the company. You're not a Karen if you have a legitimate complaint. And you certainly did. No. This costs 10 times that amount now would have been a good answer. Your boyfriend could have called the police. Spitting on someone is assault. Standing up for what's right isn't being a Karen, it's being assertive and appropriate. Well done. Tow companies are the absolute scum of the earth. Towing companies are scum. They basically make a living preying on people in bad situations. Never ever trust them. Towing is legalized kidnapping and it should be illegal to tow a vehicle without properly notifying the owner first. Yet another reason I hate cars and all the waste of time, money and space cars destroy. Seems like major revenge. You caused the towing company to lose thousands per month. Good going. Spit in his face. Surely you must be kidding. This happened to me in Texas in 2009. I immediately went to a lawyer before I talked to anyone else. They repossessed the wrong vehicle. Mine was a 4-door. There was a near identical vehicle parked on the other side of the lot that was a 2-door. He immediately took me to the police station to report it stolen. And paid for a rental for me until I got it back. When all was said and done, I had my vehicle back and a nice chunk of change in my pocket. Your mother taught you well. None of this adds up. Lol, sure. You're not the Karen if you're obviously in the right. Yeah, this didn't happen at all. Now you have to do something really nice to their tow trucks, like a big heart or flowers on the hood. Or a deuce. That's cool and all. But dude spit in yo man's face and he let it ride. He got spat in the face and still had to pay. I am sorry, but I wouldn't pay anybody anything after that level of disrespect. That's the lowest of lows. You're a keeper. But real talk, if someone spits on my face, I'm beating their ass on the spot. I don't care who it is. Fucking hero right here. Should have made the tow company hand deliver the vehicle. Wow. You should be grateful that your apartment office handled it the way they did. Very professional, and kudos for you stepping up to the plate. Glad to see people getting results when they are right. I don't think this was petty. If anything, you did the right thing. So good on you, thumbs up, light skin tone. Spitting in someone's face is assault. That BF needs to wife this girl up. S got his back and will fight for him. That's a more